open an organic food store. Running an organic food store is not just about your products, it is also about location. The right location is paramount to the success of the store. You want a location with enough local community support and foot traffic to drive sales. In addition, how you promote your store could mean the difference between success and failure. With a growing emphasis on healthy living, grocery chains and vitamin shops carry organic food products, creating competition. 1. Find a location for your store. This is perhaps the most crucial and lengthy step in the process, and finding a good location for your store may take months. The location of your store plays a huge factor in its success. Strong characteristics for a store location include a high level of local community support, commercial development, population size, and other positive demographics. 2. Secure a location for your store. This requires that you sign a lease. Negotiate necessary concessions with the landlord as much as possible. Depending on your agreement, you may have the landlord subsidize interior design costs, such as painting, infrastructure, and maintenance. Apply for building permits to ensure the store meets all building codes. You may want to make use of an interior designer to help with the aesthetics of the store. A pleasant in-store experience increases the chances of return customers. 3. Apply for any in-state required licenses and permits. Any business that handles the preparation and sale of food requires a permit from the health department. 4. File for an employer identification number, or EIN, via the IRS website. The process only takes a few minutes. You will need to select one of the main operating structures for your business, such as corporation, limited liability company, partnership, or sole proprietorship. Each business structure has its pros and cons from a tax perspective. Talk to an accountant regarding the tax consequences particular to your circumstances. 5. Open a bank account under the name of your business. You'll need your EIN, business and personal contact details. Use the business ATM card to make future purchases to establish credit for your business. 6. Decide what organic foods you want to carry in your store. Establish a network of organic food distributors. This requires researching distributors. Learn their pricing, credit, and delivery terms. In addition, make sure the supplier meets the U.S. Department of Agriculture standards for the production and handling of foods labeled as organic. Because you are a new customer, suppliers may not extend trade credit to you. This means you need sufficient capital to make necessary purchases to stock your shelves until your store can establish credit with its suppliers. 7. Set prices for your merchandise. Setting your prices too low may bring in volume, but may not be enough to cover your fixed and variable costs. Setting your prices too high may turn off price-sensitive customers. You may have to tinker with your prices until you find the optimal pricing points for your merchandise. 8. Open your store. Word of mouth, local advertising, and promotion are ways to drive traffic to your store. Each one has its strengths and weaknesses. Trial and error allows you to gauge the success of various promotional strategies. A website, a blog, Facebook, and Twitter accounts may help bring customers to your store, particularly if they provide useful information to readers and direct them to your store. Adjust your marketing strategy accordingly. Things needed: store location, business plan, seed capital. Tip: develop a business plan as a blueprint to operating your organic food store. Your business plan does not have to be complex, but it should be detailed enough to inform an outside reader about your strategy, operation, and vision. The business plan should also include an operating budget. Sticking to a budget allows you to monitor and track expenses. Adjust your business plan based on actual results and compare these to your expectations. Warning: many startup businesses fail due to lack of capital. A business loan during the beginning stage of a company's life is a rarity. Thus, expect to use most of your own resources to fund operations. This requires that you have sufficient capital to keep the lights on and pay employees until the store begins making money. Not having enough capital can sink your chances of making it through rough patches, particularly in the beginning stages of operation.